of shame, the captain of the robbers took a pen and paper and wrote this letter. Dear brother, take the bearer and marry her to my son immediately. Yours affectionately, Humphrey. And then he gave it to the girl, bidding her be gone. So she went on to the baron's brother at Scarborough, a noble knight, with whom the baron's son was staying. When she gave the letter to his brother, he gave orders for the wedding to be prepared at once, and they were married that very day. Soon after, the baron himself came to his brother's castle, and what was his surprise to find the very thing he had plotted against had come to pass. But he was not to be put off that way, and he took the girl out for a walk, as he said, along the cliffs, and when he got her all alone, he took her by the arms, and was going to throw her over, but she begged hard for her life. I have not done anything, she said. If you will only spare me, I will do whatever you wish. I will never see you or your son again till you desire it. Then the baron took off his gold ring and threw it into the sea, saying, never let me see your face till you can show me that ring, and he let her go. The poor girl wandered on and on, till at last she came to a great noble's castle, and she asked to have some work given to her, and they made her the scullion girl of the castle, for she had been used to such work in the fisherman's hut. Now one day, who should she see coming up to the noble's house but the baron and his brother and his son, her husband. She didn't know what to do, but thought they would not see her in the castle kitchen, so she went back to her work with a sigh, and set to cleaning a huge big fish that was to be boiled for their dinner. And, as she was cleaning it, she saw something shine inside it, and what do you think she found? Why, there was the baron's ring! The very one he had thrown over the cliff at Scarborough. She was glad indeed to see it, you may be sure. Then she cooked the fish as nicely as she could, and served it up. Well, when the fish came on the table, the guests liked it so well that they asked the noble who cooked it. He said he didn't know, but called to his servants, "Ho, there, son, the cook who cooked that fine fish." So they went down to the kitchen and told the girl she was wanted in the hall. Then she made herself ready and put the baron's gold ring on her thumb and went up into the hall. When the banqueters saw such a young and beautiful cook they were surprised. But the baron was in a tower of a temper, and started up as if he would do her some violence. So the girl went up to him with her hand before her with a ring on it, and she put it down before him on the table. Then at last the baron saw that no one could fight against fate, and he handed her to a seat and announced to all the company that this was his son's true wife, and he took her and his son home to his castle, and they all lived as happy as could be ever afterwards.